Hi everyone, today we learn the divisibility by 7 by taking remainders. So let's see how that's done. Let's take the help of an example. Suppose we have to do this division and we have to see whether 5432 is divided by 7 or not. Then instead of going in the traditional division way, a neat trick that can be developed is if we open this number up, then we can see that this number can be written as a sum of 5000 plus 400 plus 30 plus 2. And so this whole thing is divided by 7. And now division is distributive on addition. So we can split it up as 5000 divided by 7 plus 400 divided by 7 plus 30 divided by 7 plus 2 divided by 7. Now if you look closely in this term, that you will see that we can write it as 5 into 1000 divided by 7. This can be written as plus 4 into 100 by 7 plus 3 into 10 by 7 and plus 2 into 1 by 7. Right? So now understand this thing. The first terms here, 5432, that is the same number as 5432 here. So it doesn't matter what 4-digit number I would have taken. These terms would have been the same. 1000 divided by 7, 100 divided by 7, 10 divided by 7 and 1 divided by 7. The only thing that would change would be the multiplicative terms. So it would be 5432 for this number. For any number A, B, C, D, it would have been A into this, plus B into this, plus C into this, plus D into this. Which gives us an idea that we can devise a general formula, we can devise a general method for all the numbers if we just take in consideration what the value of this division would be. So 1000 divided by 7, 100 divided by 7, 10 divided by 7, 1 divided by 7. So let's take these powers of 10 and see what remainder we get when we divide by 7. So we have our powers of 10 and now we are trying to find out the remainder we'll get when we divide by 7. Because ultimately we have to see whether this divides or not, and for that we get an idea if our remainder is either 0 or a multiple of 7. So on dividing, we see that the remainder when divided by 7 for 1 lakh would be 5. For 10,000, the remainder when divided by 7 would be 4. For 1000, so 994 is a multiple of 7. So this remainder would be 6. Or we can also use negative integers here. So a remainder of 6 also means that it is equal to a remainder of minus 1. The remainders are always positive, but for sake of calculation, we use this trick. Now for 100, we know that 98 is a multiple of 7, so the remainder would be 2. For 10, 10 divided by 7 would give us the remainder 3, and 10 raised to power 0 is 1, so 1 divided by 7 would give us the remainder 1. And now let's look into it. So our number here, 5432, would be when 5 is multiplied by 1000 plus 4 is multiplied by 100 plus 3 is multiplied by 10 plus 2 is multiplied by 1. So let's do that. So let's find the place values for our number 5432. So 1 lakh and 10,000 would get 0 and 0. In the 1000 place, we have 5. So that's 5 into 1000. 100 would be 4 into 100. 10 would be 3 into 10. And 1 would be 2 into 1. Such that the sum of this 5000 plus 400 plus 30 plus 2 would give us 5432. Now since we are multiplying the places of 10 with the place value of the number, to get the remainder also, we'll multiply the same digits with the remainder we get individually for each power of 10. So for 1000, the remainder is minus 1. So the remainder of 5000 would be, when divided by 7, would be, so this would be 0 and 0 here, but 5000 would be 5 into minus 1. Similarly, since the remainder when 100 is divided by 7 is 2, the remainder when 400 is divided by 7 would be 4 into 2. Similarly here it would be 3 into 3 and the place value here is 2. So the remainder when 2 is divided by 7 would be 2 into 1. So that would be 2 into 1. And now we know that we get the entire number 5432 when we add all of this up. So we'll get the total remainder also when we'll add all of these terms up. So we have a total remainder that we get when 5432 is divided by 7 is 5 into minus 1, so that's minus 5 plus 8 plus 3 into 3 is 9 plus 2 into 1 is 2. And the summation would be 9 plus 2 is 11, 11 plus 8 is 19, 19 minus 5 is 14. And now here the remainder that we got when 5432 is divided by 7 is 14, which is a multiple of 7. So that means that the number here would be divisible by 7. So if we had got the remainder as 0 or any multiple of 7, we could say that the number would be divisible by 7. So this is always a neat trick that you can use whenever we have to find whether a number is divisible by 7 or any other number for this matter. So that was all about it. Thank you.